Well, obviously we got another great pitching performance today. Brian Eichhorn did an outstanding job for us. Connor Simmons, Chase Cohen at the end, and it's so important against them to keep the leadoff man off base. We did a pretty good job of that today. For the most part, they had a few opportunities, and fortunately we were able to pitch out of it. Play good defense behind our pitching staff, and got a big hit from Jordan there late. That's huge. The home run to give us that cushion. Going into the ninth there, they're a dangerous team.
Questions for the student athletes? Jordan, can you talk about your home run that swing game?
Yeah, he started me off with a slider away, and so I was just looking for him to elevate anything because I knew he was a lefty specialist guy who was going to throw me down. And then the next pitch he gave me was inside, and I pulled off it pretty bad, and so I knew I had to stay in there. And next pitch was right there again, and I just put a quick swing on it. We had our basic scouting report, the slider, fastball mix kind of guy. So I knew what to expect from him, but I knew if I was swinging at anything low and away, that's what he was going to get me with. So I had to stick to my approach.
Is there any urgency?
Sir?
What did it feel like?
Actually, I called time during that pitch, so I don't know. It was all really a blur. I called time and then just put a quick swing on it, and I knew off the bat I put a pretty good swing on it.
Is there any extra urgency because they had been so close to tying the game up where 1-0 could have felt very precarious going to the ninth?
Oh, absolutely. South Alabama was a great program, great team, and they're making a pretty close game the whole time. It was only a 1-0 game, so we knew we had to get some insurance runs going into the ninth. Ike gave us a great performance, keeping them at nothing for the whole game. So yeah, we knew we had to get something going into the ninth, and then we were fortunate enough to get some.
For Ryan, can you just talk about you threw a shutout, but they had so many chances to score, just being able to come back every time they got somebody in scoring position and getting the bat around, being able to avoid a big inning?
Yeah, I just had to honestly just trust my stuff. There's a lot of times my off speed was not working, and even times my fastball struggling a little bit. So just getting ahead, trying to get ahead, letting them hit the ball, letting our defense work, really the big thing.
Seems like you had good location. Did you feel that way?
Not really. Towards the end, I started feeling a little more comfortable, but in the beginning, wasn't really spotting up as well as I should have been.
What's made this team so well the last couple of weeks as far as the pitching? You all had a win last week. I think you did it. Now you have 2 straight shutouts.
Yeah, the pitching staff is really doing a great job, especially Landon Hughes yesterday. He really set the tone for us, and I think we've been doing a great job since.
For Jordan, just a thought on getting to the championship game as a 16, knowing tomorrow you're going to have to win to get to the NCAA tournament.
I've been in this situation before, actually facing Georgia Southern my freshman year. It's big to get here on 3 wins, but our job here isn't done yet. We got to come out with our best stuff tomorrow and keep going.
Thank you, guys. Good questions, Coach. Rodney, another great pitching performance. I know Ryan has talked about it, but every pitcher has had a quality start, including the reliever after the suspended game. Just what did you all do from the Georgia State series to this week to get your pitchers ready to go for what's been a great start for you all in the tournament?
Well, really, I think our pitching staff has been the strength of this team for most of the year, particularly early in the first half of the season. And, we've got some young guys. We've got 2 freshmen, Brian being one of them, that have been in that weekend rotation for the majority of the year. And, when you have young guys that are in those kind of roles, they're going to have some ups and downs throughout the course of the season. And Brian got off to a great start for us, went through a stretch where he kind of fought it a little bit, and we took him out of the rotation. When we did that, that kind of changes everyone's role. But his last 2 starts late in the year, he really got his confidence back, and that allowed us to put him back in the rotation, kind of get everyone back in the roles that they were in when we were pitching at our best in the first half of the season. And these guys, I think, are just kind of feeding off each other right now. And certainly tomorrow we're going to have all hands on deck and guys ready to step up.
Is that the key against South? Keep them off base, especially early innings?
Well, they've got great team speed. I mean, obviously, by looking at the numbers, and they do a really good job with a short game. And when you allow them to get the leadoff man on, there's a lot of different things they can do to manufacture and score and pressure the defense. So, it's important, I think, to have a lead and also keep that leadoff man off base. And we were fortunate to be able to do that today.
Rodney, we've seen, I think this is only the fourth time in the tournament that the team that scored first led wire to wire, and you all have done it 3 times. How have you all, especially in a game like today where they could have gotten runs, how have you all been able to avoid giving up the lead and getting out of the jams?
Well, we were fortunate today. They had some opportunities and just couldn't get that big hit, with runners in scoring position, and that's baseball. They've had an outstanding season. I think they're deserving of being in the NCAA tournament. I hope that they get that opportunity because they've had a great year, and it's a very good team.
How do you prepare for tomorrow knowing that, if you guys lose, your season's done?
It's been that way the whole week over here. We knew that coming in. I mean, we're fighting for our lives, and we've just got to bring the same approach that we've brought all week, and that's kind of we tried to be consistent with that all year. I think this team has improved throughout the season, even before we got over here. When you play 56 games, there are going to be some ups and downs, but this has been a very unselfish group from day one. And, we just got to come out here tomorrow, leave it all out here, and try to play our best baseball.
Who are you going to start?
We're going to – Coach Green and I will get back to the hotel, and we'll sit down and discuss that, and we'll make a decision.
Do you have a lead one way or another?
We'll make a decision, and we'll let everybody know.